All right, man. So shit. I ain't even gonna waste no time with no intro, bro. I'm just gonna get right into it because there's a lot of crazy shit going on. A lot of people who are talking that shouldn't be talking. And if y'all been watching some of the NBA players that been going on ESPN First Take recently, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Really should not be talking, but we're gonna get to that later on, bro. Because I'm heated. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hot. As
Yeah.
my favorite player, I'm hot, bro. I'm hot. But you know, man, we got let's start with the series that just wrapped up, man. Let's go ahead and start. Let's talk about what we know. What we know who won and who lost. So the Warriors and the Mavs, man. That series did not go the way I thought it would go. It went close, but not exactly. I thought it would be Warriors in 6, but they went ahead and got rid of them boys fast. Yeah, in a hurry, bro.
Yeah.
What did y'all think, man? Did that shit go the way y'all expected? Because I did not see that coming.
I mean, after the first two games, I thought it was going to be pretty quick. I thought it even might have been a sweep. Just the way the Warriors dominated then.
Yeah.
Seeing them switch to the zone and be effective in it,
yeah,
especially against a team that lives and dies by the three.
Yeah.
After seeing that, how effective it was in games 1 and 2, I thought it was probably going to be a sweep. But
I think seeing a zone against an NBA team is always crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But there's 3-2, 2-1, boxing one is wild as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Chance? What you think, man?
Hey, man, I didn't think it was going to go that long either, but they gave him that gentleman's sweep.
Treat him nice.
I mean, the Mavs shouldn't have been there. You know, they were there early. So they need, once they get another player, I just don't understand how they got there, man. The Suns, I mean, that's your boy and all, but I'm just saying, like,
don't do it.
That series would have been a lot better with the Suns, but
yeah,
I mean, it just didn't match up, and Luka can only do so much.
Yeah, and that brings us to my first question for y'all, man. And I'm gonna give Ryan a little time to pull up his Luka stats if he ain't got him up. I'm gonna go straight to you, Chance. Do you think Luka is already an all-time playoff great, man? Because I keep hearing that, and I don't know. You go, man. I'm gonna get my take after you. You go ahead. What do you think?
I think after this year's performance, man, like he is. I mean, he's not there yet because he hasn't won a championship, but he's shown that, hey, if you give me what I need, I can go further. You know, I feel like he arrived, man. Like, bro, like literally could take control of a whole game, like the pace. You know what I'm saying? He could go get his shot when he wants to. Anytime that he got some help, you know, they were in the game, and you know, he just didn't get no consistent help, man. I mean, you can't expect too much from Dinwiddie and Brunson. But they exceeded their expectations too. Who expected what they got? You know, they're the ones that out of the sun.
Jalen Brunson is every bit as tall as me. I don't know how he bully dudes in the paint like that. I just don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. He heavy, but I just don't see it. Ryan, I'm gonna let you go, man, because I got some shit to say.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's an all-time playoff great yet. I think his numbers are crazy. He's put up however many 40-point playoff games and all this stuff. But to me, just watching that series, before that series, I put Luka up here, right? Above the screen. But after watching that series, I think it brought him down a little bit. I think it was like a little bit of a reality check for not for him, but for fans, right? That he's not this. He's a great player. He's a superstar, right? But he's not this
all
unbeatable god, right? He's just he's a great player who I think in order to win a championship needs a good team around him, and I don't think he has a good team around him.
Average to adequate team.
Yeah, at best. Inconsistent.
Okay. All right, so not only do I disagree with Chance completely, I agree with Ryan, but I think I will even go a step further than Ryan. I don't think Luka is an all-time playoff great, and I'm not sure that he can be in terms of winning. I don't know, man. I look at this series and I say, like Chance said, what else can Luka do? Well, one thing he can do is not just let everybody walk right past him on defense. Did y'all watch that last game? Because they was literally just driving around this dude, like, and not even like he didn't make them go like 2 or 3 crossovers and then make them fall. they was literally hit this dude with like left to right jab steps and dribbles. That's like middle school shit. Like, come on, man. He literally just standing there handing out fouls. And I don't see it with Luka, man. I don't know. He don't seem like the best team player to me. Luka seems like players who are the system don't win. Just ask LeBron, ask early Michael Jordan, early Kobe. Players who are the system, they don't win. They don't achieve what people anoint them as. And I don't know, man. I think it was a reality check, not just for the fans, but for the Mavs and for Luka as well. I think Luka needs to go home and number one, get in some shape, and number two, at least become average on defense at the very least. I don't know. I just don't. And he's had 4 years to do it. And James Harden has taught us that we can't just keep saying, "Oh, next year he'll do it. Next year he'll get in shape. Next year he'll come back with defense." I don't know. I see him in the James Harden line where it's like, yeah, they're gonna put up numbers and look great on a team that's terrible, but are they really gonna win? I don't think so. And I don't think I know I'm going long-winded with it, but I don't think that Luka is the kind of player that can play with somebody next to him. Like, I feel like he needs the ball in his hands to be effective because he's not a good shooter. It's the Russell Westbrook effect. He's not really a good shooter. He takes a lot of step backs, but his shooting is terrible. His free throw shooting is terrible. He's not great off the ball when it comes to moving and setting screens and back doors and cutting. So who do you put next to him? A big, I thought, but you saw him with Kristaps. He had Kristaps.
I don't think Kristaps is good enough.
He was okay. He was better than Kleber.
Yeah, I agree. Kleber's Kleber went what like 0 for
everything.
7 or 0 for 8.
Yeah, 0 for all of it.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, when they got blown away.
Yeah, that was. Everybody shot terrible. Reggie Bullock shot like 0 for something.
Yeah, over 7 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. And Luka doesn't play defense.
It's kind of odd, man. Because
one chance. Yeah.
It's kind of odd because I kind of like downplayed Luka, and then you guys were upping him, and now I'm upping him, and you're like downing him. So it's like kind of odd because you gotta say this, bro. Luka was top 3 performers in the playoffs this year.
Sure, yeah. Because all the best players is out.
Besides Tatum and Jimmy Butler.
In this round or the whole playoffs?
In the playoffs, I just based on his
Giannis was
performance. Yeah, Giannis was. That's Giannis though. I'm saying as far as like coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Without
without the old players, you don't got the traditional players that we've seen for the last 10 years. I'm saying for a dude to be by himself, man, he made it to the Western Conference Finals, bro, with the weakest squad ever. I'm just saying, like, he got my respect. Like I said, this was a learning experience for him. So the next time we get back, he'll be better. He just arrived. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I say this is growing pain. You know what I'm saying? He got this opportunity to see what it's like, to see what he needs in order. He can't do it by himself. He has to. If he doesn't make any changes to his game, recognizing that he can't do it by himself, then maybe you're right. You know what I'm saying? But I say, after all, what did you expect from him, bro? He got up to the Western Conference Finals.
I got a retort for that, but I want to step on Ryan's shoes. So go ahead, Ryan, and I'll go after you.
I think he was good, right? He averaged 32, 9 and 6 or something, 9 and 7. He averaged big numbers, but I don't.
On bad shooting, but
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if it was necessarily Luka or if it was just a matchup nightmare. I don't think a one-player team will ever beat the Warriors. Not even close, right? They're too well coached.
Or any championship team.
They have so much experience, right? Against this team that has almost none.
Yeah.
So, after those first games, I didn't even think it was going to be a competition. But like you said, I think he needs to get in shape. I think he's not in shape at all.
Yeah.
Everyone says, oh, he plays the pace of the game he makes the pace of the game his own. No, that's just as fast as he can play.
More or less,
he's not in shape.
Yeah.
And I think in the whole series, there was like one possession where I was like, oh wow, he played good defense. And it's because he was mad that Jordan Poole like poked him or hit him with an elbow or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think he was terrible on defense. So yeah, I think he needs a big in order to do anything to win a championship. And I think he needs to get in shape. Yeah, his defense is awful. And I don't think you can be a complete player if you're a terrible defender.
Yeah, at least I'm not asking you to be, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jordan on offense, Magic Johnson with the passing skills and defend like you Dennis Rodman or Draymond Green. I'm just saying at least be passable where teams don't just hunt you every play. But to respond directly to what Chance said about him, about us downplaying him. I'm not downplaying him. I was saying he was better than Ja, which proved to be true.
Yeah.
And somehow he's more durable than Ja, despite being in way worse shape. But I mean, that's I don't get that's another thing. But to retort to what Chan said about Luka doing it on his own. What if I told you that Luka beat Utah, who nobody believes can do anything that's not in the regular season? He beat a Suns team that collapsed on themselves like a dying star, which I don't understand. I still can't wrap my mind around that. I watched the game over and over. I just can't believe it. And then when he came up against a real team, got smashed on real quick. So is it Luka doing it by himself, or was it him just kind of getting lucky with the competition that he had, Chance?
I don't think you can get lucky in the playoffs, man. You can't win 4 games out of 7 being lucky. That's just my personal belief. Either somebody figures something out about the other team, it's all about adjustment.
Yeah.
But I still, like you said, I don't understand how they got past those teams either. But I mean, like I said, bro, he definitely got the worst defense ever. I heard somebody call him Luka Doncic.
That's what Skip said. Yeah, Luka Doncic.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, he probably need a solid big. You know what I'm saying? Get some guys to catch and shoot. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I say, bro, good though. Like he's top 5. He's top 5.
Top 5. Who's your 5? Who's your 5
right now?
Yeah,
today?
It's a different question for another day. But yeah,
I probably wouldn't have put Steph Curry in the top 5 at the end of the season. So it's kind of like different right now because the way he's balling.
True.
But like, of course, you got Giannis. Luka.
Yeah. Okay.
KD.
Sure.
Embiid.
Okay.
And I mean, you got to put the MVP in there. He's the MVP 2 times. I don't like him, but
King Yoke.
Like him either. I don't think he should have won it, but we can talk about that.
Yeah, we talk about we'll talk about that in a minute. But
I mean, I would love to scratch him, but it's like, damn, he's the MVP,
Where you got LeBron? I know this is all off topic. Where you got LeBron?
Man, listen, I love LeBron. Love LeBron. But time, hey man, new faces, damn, new game. You gotta respect him though. Well, how old is he? How many years he's been doing?
37.
How many playoffs? You know what I'm saying?
All of them.
Either if he's not the person that could be relevant for 82 games, but given the right type of resting and the right squad, I think if you put him in the playoffs healthy, you got a whole nother LeBron. You got a whole different player. But until then, I don't see it happening no more. I mean, he's looking at the people, and I believe he respectfully passing the torch. And you got to be humble about it. I mean, you can't be like, oh, I still got it. Even though sometimes he show you he still got
respectfully
it.
passing the torch. You just said you saying that man is retired now.
He's not retired, though.
What? Respectfully.
Like his quotes,
come get this.
Like his tweets and stuff. He's recognizing the game. He respected the next game. And, the next generation. So.
Yeah, you could respect the next generation, but still say, but I'm still on your ass. You ain't gotta say, you know what, y'all, I'm washed, so y'all just go ahead and play. I'm gonna just sit over here and be in LA. Nah, bro, you gotta hell no. Not LeBron.
Hey, he did say keep that same energy though next year, so I don't know.
You said it every year. Energy be kind of low, but all right.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me ask y'all this then, man. Since y'all got so many options for the Mavs. What do y'all think they need? I know Ryan said they need a big. What kind of big do you think they need? What kind of ring players? What kind of maybe they need another point guard? What do you think they need, Ryan?
I think they need a big. Honestly, I think it was a mistake for them not playing. This might be controversial. Not playing Dwight Powell enough. I think they need a big that they can put in the pick and roll. All they do is just try and get a switch to whoever they like on the Warriors. That's what they were doing. They were attacking Curry.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing. But I think you need to get a big in the pick and roll and attack the basket. I remember watching the Mavs during the regular season when I thought they were really good. Powell was playing good minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting in the pick and roll with Luka, and he was getting easy lobs for a dunk from Luka every time they got in the pick and roll. So I think them not having a threat, a big guy inside who can score inside, kills them because they're only seen as a 3-point shooting team.
I think they looked at the James Harden, Clint Capella thing, and they were like, well, maybe we just need to be 5 out instead of having a big in the lane and just try to, equate. Because Luka and James do kind of favor in their game in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they looked at. Yeah, ball dominant, getting to the rim or shooting threes. And you don't really necessarily want a big in there all the time. That's probably what they was thinking, but I do understand what you're saying. I did see that a lot. He was getting a lot of lives against because the Warriors do play small especially without James Wiseman.
Yeah.
So I could feel that.
But he only played like 8 minutes a game. So it's like, I don't know.
Barely anything. Yeah.
So
What about you, Chance? What you think, man?
What's the question again?
Yeah, I was asking, what do you think the Mavs need? I know Ryan was saying they need a big man, or at least to play their big men more. What do you think they need?
Well, I like the role players. I just think they need another guy that can go get a bucket. Like they had Tim Hardaway. Like he's not that guy that I think that's gonna take him over the hump.
No,
but he would every now and then. Like he could be aggressive on offense, but when Luka's down, when Luka's off, or if you don't have your role players hitting shots, you need somebody else that can go, all right, I got it today. Like Jaylen Brown got Tatum, like Steph got Clay and Poole, he just needs somebody else that can, maybe his game might kick off in the second half or just let Luka get off in the fourth, but he needs another guy to, offset, when he's not, because he showed he can take the lead and carry a team. But he just can't do it every game.
Yeah, nobody can. And I mean, well, I guess it's LeBron and Mike and Kobe and Shaq. just start naming people. But no, I mean, what's interesting is, and I want to throw this at y'all, Jalen Brunson is a free agent, I think. So the question is, before I tell you what I think they need, what do you think they should do with Jalen Brunson? I think he'll be looking, he won't go for a max, but I think he'll be looking for significant money. And I don't necessarily know if that's what the Mavs want to do with Jalen Brunson. What do y'all think they should do with the guy? Is it necessary? Do you keep him?
I think you keep him if you can, but you don't overpay him just to keep him, right? Yeah. I think in the playoffs, especially, I mean, in the regular season too, he showed that he can score. I mean, he can shoot threes. He can get to the bucket. He's a good scorer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say he's a great defender, but he plays defense.
Yeah.
It's not like Luka just watching people go by. So
he's aggressive on defense, I'll say.
Yeah. So I think they need someone that can score like he does. But I think if they don't keep him, if he wants a crazy amount of money, it's not going to kill him. Because I think Dinwiddie could be a starter. He's good coming off the bench, but I think he could be a starter. I really do.
You think so?
Yeah.
He did play well.
He did. And you can't say that about a lot of their players. He was decently consistent during at least this series.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the whole playoffs, but at least during this series. So he was huge in a couple games, I think, against the Suns.
Yeah, I think this last playoff series is where he was at his best. Now I don't know what that says about him that they went out in 5 and looked bad doing it. So I don't know that's the best, endorsement of Spencer Dinwiddie, but he was the most consistent player outside of Luka on the team.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What do you think, Chan? Would you keep Brunson? What would you do with him?
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's true.
So I think Ball, I think that it would be the ideal situation. The Mavs would definitely want to bring him back, but they did, like you said, are they going to be willing to pay him that money? Because he's going to demand it. And a guy like that, his background, the way his story is, he got to take the money wherever it comes from. So unless they offer to him, Mark Cuban is he could be frugal a little bit, if he likes you.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just don't see them giving him what he's going to want. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to cash in on those big checks when you got the opportunity. So I don't think he's at the point of his career where he'll just take a pay cut to be a part of a championship team. I think at this point, he got to get that bag. So
yeah, got to find it somewhere.
Unless they offer it to him, I think he had a hell of a playoff. He had a coming out party because I didn't think he was that good. He exceeded my expectations. I didn't know. I'm like you said, how is he getting these shots? How is he
in the paint?
And he's consistent. Like he coming down. Like I'm going to get a bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Right
like
now,
I ain't thinking about nobody. You're not whoever's in front of me. Like he showed me something. So
hard.
I say go get your money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pistons. Yeah.
No, I don't want no Jalen Brunson to the Pistons. I have a thing against well, I know this will sound crazy because Chris is my favorite player, but I have a thing against undersized players, man. Like I don't think you last long, and I feel like you don't have the biggest window in the world. But what I think the Mavs need is I don't know if they need another star player. I don't think Luka's built like that. Like another star, like ball handling player. I think what they need more of is shooters that can put the ball on the floor when necessary, if that makes any sense. They don't have enough of that. Tim Hardaway Jr. is a good name to mention. I actually forgot about him because he became a cheerleader pretty much the whole playoffs. But he isn't the guy, but they need more players like him, even though I think Tim is a little inconsistent. They need more players like that to where Luka isn't the only threat all the time. I think Luka's game is predicated on having the ball always, more or less. You get what I mean? I think he just needs more guys that can make plays. But I would say Luka definitely overperformed what I thought he would, which brings me to the next guy I want to talk about, Steph. I kind of think Steph is an underperformer in the playoffs. Now I know that might be blasphemous to say because Steph is, people consider him a top 10 or ish, top 15 type player of all time. But I feel like Steph sometimes, I don't think his hype, I don't think in the playoffs he lives to the hype at all. I feel like, I don't know, man. It seems like every time there's a shot that needs to be made right now, Steph isn't the one that's making it. He's usually the one that's missing it. And it's somebody else that's picking up the slack. What do y'all think about that? Am I wrong? Am I tripping?
I mean, I can see that. I think he's been playing really well, but he hasn't been hitting the big shots. But I don't know if there were a lot of big shots in the series, right? Most of these games weren't like nail biters. I don't know. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And there were streaks, especially against the Grizzlies, where he was just cold and taking Steph shots, which are bad shots, and just missing and missing and missing.
Yeah.
I think he has a lot of help right now because Wiggins is playing good, really good.
Balling.
Clay's finally stepping it up. Poole's consistent. Looney's playing good. We chirped Looney last podcast.
Yeah, we did. A Looney site. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So I mean, people have been talking about like Steph's legacy and all this stuff, and I think he's playing good, but he's not playing like superb, right? Yeah. No, he's doing good, and I think it's good enough to win. But
but to look special, that's what I'm saying. It's still special in the playoffs. I don't think he is.
Not this playoffs. I think he has been in the past.
Which one?
I think he deserved the 2015 MVP. I don't think it should have been Iggy. I really don't.
Yeah. He averaged 26 and 7 and 8 or something like that. But I mean, we're talking about the finals where you're supposed to show up big, especially if you're a superstar back-to-back MVP. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. But Iggy, you think Iggy deserved a finals
no,
MVP?
absolutely not. It should be Steph. Come on, man. Everybody know that.
Exactly. So I don't know. I like Steph. He changed the game. I like the way he plays, but I don't feel like he's the same Steph that we've seen before.
Yeah. I agree. And he's a lot bigger too. Go ahead, Chance. Tell me I'm wrong, man. I know you want to.
Nah, man. I agree with you, but I mean, the identity of the Golden State Warriors is Draymond Green. He's like the the enforcer.
Yeah.
And you got
quarterback.
Yeah, like Curry is just like the happy, team guy. Like, but when he's hot, bro,
Yeah.
he's scary.
Yeah.
It's like you never seen what he can do when he's hitting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, every now and then he, like jack up some shots or, like when you feel like it's the need, for him to go ahead and get that basket.
Yeah.
He may defer, but I mean that's why you got the other guys. You got Clay, you got Wiggins,
Mm-hmm.
you got Poole, you got Draymond, so he's not gonna be like, especially if he doesn't feel like his game is on.
Yeah.
He has no problem because of the team that he has around him that he won't force it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you have a Steph Curry on your team, it's better than not having. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like I said, bro, he's just a scary player. Like you got to respect him once he crosses half court.
Yeah. No, you definitely gotta. Yeah, you gotta respect him at all times for sure.
So I just believe, I mean, hey, they about to go. They're in the finals, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, and you can't say too much with Dub Nation.
No.
You can't say that, man. We the Pistons, man. Come on, man. Nah, you can't. You can't hate on them.
I got the hat. I go get my Warriors.
I got that. This dude, he rep every other city in the world. No, man. No, you're right, Chance. Yeah, you can't hate on them, man, because I mean they did get them to the finals. I mean that's a big thing, man. For them to go from where they were in 2019 to getting beat by the Raptors because they were super hurt and then missing the playoffs, 2 years in a row to right back to the finals, man. That says a lot about them. To me, it says that those guys are. I think the Warriors are as close to what the Celtics were with Bill Russell as we've seen in the NBA. Outside of the Chicago Bulls in the 90s. I think what it says about them is that they have a lot of grit and determination and the DNA to last for a long time. And they got a lot of young talent too, with Jordan Poole, and I would still count Wiggins as young. And James Wiseman, who's the third pick in the draft, whenever he finally get healthy, Moses Moody, I think they have the ingredients to continue for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I like Kuminga too.
Jonathan Kuminga, I forgot about him. He didn't get a lot of play, but because he's still young, but shout out to him. Yeah, man. I mean, what do y'all think it says about them, man? They're back in the finals. Whichever one of y'all. What y'all think?
It says a lot. I mean, to me, it says a lot about just the main three, right? Draymond, Clay, and Steph.
Yeah.
Right, because they lost Clay for 2 years, and they still had Draymond and Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Poole wasn't balling like he is now, but look where they were. And then you bring, I mean, they were great at the beginning of the year without Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Poole was balling.
Mm-hmm.
You bring Clay back, and it's just like they're a complete team again.
Yeah.
Right. They play good basketball. I think Steve Kerr is an amazing coach. I think with his core guys, like they play basketball the right way, and they're going to always have like a winning culture around the game. So I think it says a lot about how they can be away, not even make the playoffs, I don't think, for 2 years.
2 straight years, yeah.
And then come back and then just
right back.
I mean, they've been pretty dominant in the playoffs and they're in the finals. They're pretty big favorites to win. So